we will share with you the scholarships in Belgium, what the types of scholarships, what kinds of scholarships, where can you find them, how can you apply. So please stay tuned, stay here, watch the whole video. We have a lot coming up. I have friends who will be joining me later on, and these are friends who have gone through the same system as international students in Belgium. So they will share with us or with you, what do you need, how do you start. They will share their experience, they will share the vital, like the information that you really need to have, or you need to know if you're interested in coming to studying in Belgium. So watch the whole video. I will be joined later by, you know, people who have gone through it, so we'll have first-hand information. Hi, the Hakuna Matata family. This is Cynthia as usual, and I hope you guys are doing great. I am okay. I really cannot complain. If you're new here, on the Hakuna Matata talk, here we talk, share information, share knowledge, learn, have fun, and laugh, you know. But most importantly, we really talk about things, we share information out there, different people. So if you watch our videos and this information can help you, please feel free to share it with people or with someone else. Tomanya, because so no Rachel, share the video and subscribe and like our videos and, you know, ask questions. About studying in Belgium as an international student. How do you go about it? Scholarships, or scholarship, or private, how much do you need? You know, all those things. Like, to talk about information, so what the information in that just now that we will share all the links and everything down down on my YouTube. Our information you're not sharing out. If you have more questions, feel free to ask. Types of education in Belgium. In Belgium, it's just like anywhere else. The bachelor's degree takes 3 years, the master's degree takes 2 years, and PhD or doctorate takes 5 to 6 years, just like anywhere else. And these are the top universities in Belgium. There is KU Leuven, that is one of the oldest and the oldest university in Belgium. And Ghent University, Ghent University is famous for doing researches. And there's UC Leuven, so yeah, it's in French. UC Leuven, and that one is it's the biggest French-speaking university. And then there's also Liège University, or in English it's Liège University. And there's also Vrije University of Brussels, or VUB, that is also a very known international university in Belgium. And there is University of Antwerp and the Hasselt University. And before we go on, I would like to say that in Belgium is not an English-speaking country, so in Belgium we speak French and Dutch. So depending on which side you decide to come and study, that one, it can be in a French side or it can be in that side, but that doesn't matter, because as international students they study in English, especially for master's degree, master's and PhD, they are taught in English. For bachelor also, you can try and find English courses, but very limited. They are very limited. It's difficult to find a bachelor in English, but you can find one. But most of them are masters. For international students are master's degree and PhD that are of course taught in English. So what are the requirements? The requirements are what you need to know, what you need to have, like before you can think of applying to study in Europe or in Belgium. You need language competence, like you have to do a test to prove that you speak enough English, or you know enough English that you can study in English. Then you have to have admission requirements. You have to meet all the admission requirements. And remember, every university, every course is different. So we will not go in details what requirements you need or what admission requirements you will need, because every university asks different things and every course requires different things. So what you need to do, we'll share all the links of the universities. I'll share all the links down there. So you just click on the university that interests you and go through the requirements, because the requirements are different, and I think it's normal. So that's one. You need to have, no, so the number one, you need to have language competence proof. You have to prove that you speak enough English to study in English. Then you have to meet admission requirements. That's number two. And number three, you have to gather all the necessary documents. And what are the documents that they ask most of the time? You need to have a passport. You need to have education certificates. If you, of course, if you have finished like your bachelor, you have to add to attach to your bachelor's degree certificate. If you have to do, depending on the level, if you want to do master's or bachelor or PhD, you have to apply the required certificates. Then you have to pay for, you have to fill in the application form that you can also download on the websites. Like, it's in English, so once you visit the links, the university official websites, you will find all these things, like the education certificates, the application form. You download it and fill it in. The application fee, some universities ask for application fee, some universities don't, so be careful when don't mix the information. Every university is different. Then you have to write a motivation letter, and then you'll have to have a recommendation letter from, for example, from your former supervisor or your former lecturer or whatever. So they have to write a recommendation for you, and also you have to write motivation letter yourself. But remember, like I said, every university is different. Some universities ask for recommendation, some universities don't. Some universities ask for motivation, some universities don't. So temu mixing information ni buli university inacho yesaba bino basaba bino bano basaba bili. So depending on the university, you will see what applies for you. Then echo step eyokuna womaze okufuna ebyo byonna ng'obirina, then you submit the documents. No, we're submitting a website yawe. Ate jjukira nti every university has a different deadline. So bw'oba osoma information online, check carefully. Every university have a different deadline. So it's important. Again, don't mix. Make sure you steady. Soma ngomanya Ghent University kuma wano, KU Leuven kuma wano, Antwerp University kuma wano. So visiting the websites, you'll find you submit the documents on the website. And again, some universities will ask that you submit online, and some universities will require that you submit per post. Some babagalo kumanya the authenticity of the documents. Yeah, some ask that you submit online, some ask that you submit per post. So the universities differ. Then womalo submitting in, some universities basaba interview on Skype. Some universities bayinza okusaba nti bagala okukola interview with you on Skype, and some universities don't. So bobo applying until nakugamba I did the interview, no gamba enze ngate bampa the interview. Remember that universities, university ine nkola eyayo, which is normal, I think. Then bobo mazo okusubmitting in then nebakuwa admission, one nebakuwa admitting, the next step is applying for a visa. You know, so visa documents no bayine balabye basabate. So of course, as usual, I want you to ina passport, basaba proof of admission, education certificates, ngabwe twabyo get the details of course, jogendo okusoma ya how long course chi, evidence of certificate of sufficient funds, or okulaga boba at private wejira. Boba ogenda kusoma private, or okulaga nti you have enough money zogendo okusasula okwerabirira. Normally it's between 6,000 and 9,000 a year. Zibabagala okulaba. Okay, ezo details zino mpanvu tetujja zigenda mu leero. Then ne basaba medical certificates, and for Belgian embassy in Uganda, buying out one specific clinic where you have to get your medical certificate. You can't just go to any doctor or to any hospital no bagamba njagala medical certificate. No, our Belgian embassy buying their specific clinic in Uganda, Kampala, where you have to go. And then you have to have the criminal records later, or kulaganti toina any criminal record. I think later vamu Interpol, if I'm not mistaken. Then you know kulaga again the language certificate or kulaganti umanyo ruzungu urumara. There's testers of Azukwela, I think Makerere University, I don't remember. Don't worry about how I'm picking things and how Ingirije Mbio get fast. Now we will be joining Nabagambi Mikono Jangabagenda to joining later on. Ababadde mwene embeera, ababadde wano nga ba international students bajja tunyumiza abayitawa ababifunawa ebipapula bivaawa. So just stay on for information ejja. tovaako. Then abisigadde ne bano nababa visa basaba again kambiddemu ebya visa, passport oba olina okuba ng'olina passport, proof of admission, education certificate, details of course, the course gy'ogenda okusoma, evidence of enough funds, medical certificate, criminal record letter, language certificate, letter of recommendation and motivation letter. Visa bayinza okusaba ebintu ebirala, but these are the ones you must have. Then nga tonaba kutuuka eno atugeze bakwadi meetings ufunye visa, banange, don't come before you sort out your accommodation. You have to contact hostels, nononya accommodation, you book your accommodation before you come. But university helps. Some universities buying accommodation in our students, international students, and I think the international students are favored kwa manyi how difficult it is okufuna enyumba one or so. Some universities buying hostels and if they don't have the obasaba information you najo yagala university bakuwa the information you want. Then ekirala, scholarships. This one personally I find the scholarships in Belgium the most important information in all this thing, because bofuna scholarship, that means in course yo ebera 100% paid for. Like they pay for your course, they pay your upkeep, like you don't have to pay anything. Everything is 100% paid for. So please, I would advise, if you can, most people, I mean, private, coming here to study on a private sponsorship is very expensive. So I urge you, Banang, applying it for scholarships. I'm going to share all the most. I'm going to share links zonna as a scholarship wano wansi mo gundi ku YouTube yange wano wansi. Ngenda kutako all links za universities zonna, ngenda kutako links za scholarship. Banange, apply for scholarships. Try, you never know. Ate bataku you apply the first time, if they don't give you, apply again and apply again and apply again. Do not give up. Nenga bobo funye scholarship, that is the best. Kuba ojja wano no soma, you get paid, you don't have to worry about money, you don't have to worry about anything. So that if there is a chance like that, you can find a scholarship, please apply. Keep applying and apply different universities, apply different links. Njabi sharing let's join my friends, but tunyumize embozi yawe as international students. You know. Yeah. When I was visa earlier on, that I'll be joined by my friends who have experience, who have gone through the journey as international students in Belgium. But just sharing, they will share with us their experience, the information you need to know. Like basically, and what advice they give and the information they would like to share. So here we are. Okay, nice. Kwogera manya ate mugambe eryo lya waka. Njogera manya amala so kata.
I'm Julius Nangosha, but most people who know me, most friends, they refer to me as Nash.
I love it. And
but
the Nash.
Most like the family members refer to me as Julius. So that's how they. That's how you can. That's how I can know whether you're a friend or a family by the way you call me.
So katinze nkuita Nash.
Exactly, because you're a friend. Exactly.
Tuna omwami omulala.
Nsobanjogera Oluganda
jo ebikwangwira Oluzungu Luganda.
Nze ni mwana waka. Nze Macheme Martin. Omusajja Mugisu Nvambale. Wali ekisinga kawo?
Tewali. First of all, thanks for making the time. Baba nange, life ya Europe nga bwe twabanyumiza mu kusooka. It's not easy omuntu okuwa time ye like ajatulawo munyumye. It's really, here time is money. Anywhere you spend time, ziba sente. So oli okuwa time abanga akuwa time ye abanga akuwadde sente. So kati bano wano
Bantu bafaabo. Bantu baffe. Fana Uganda omuntu waffe omuntu omunauganda omukolera.
I know you make time for each other, so I really appreciate. But in Madenjaga, like we are talking about, we were asked actually, but abantu banji babuuza, I want to come and study in Belgium. Where can I start? Where can I find information? So nemba suubiza zinaina bagamba, if they ask a question, we bring the answer if we have it. Nemba gamba tujja baddamu ekyo ekibuuzo kati era lwe lunaku tubanyumize oli omuntu ali e Uganda talina kyamanyi atandikirawa okufuna tunyumye ku scholarship, so can scholarship or private sponsorship?
Scholarships, I think.
Scholarships. I think it's the more interesting one because private is also very, very expensive. And for us, personally, I would recommend you try scholarships because most of our people can't afford private. So kati olya omwana ali waka atandikiddewo.
Okusooka zinasomera Hasselt University.
Yeah.
It's in Belgium and it's well known all over the world in statistics, basically, in research.
Okay.
Yes. He happens to have studied in more universities than me. So.
Hey, was some universities different in Belgium?
Yeah, he has multiple masters, so it's not just one.
Not multiple, double.
But from different universities.
From different universities.
Category experience,
diverse. International.
So category what did you Uganda? How did you get to know about the
scholarship?
Actually,
sorry, Uganda. By the time I was working in Rwanda, I called Rwanda for 2.5 years after Makerere. So as I was in Rwanda, I was working with a project called Belgium Technical Corporation.
It was a Belgian company.
Yeah.
BTC.
BTC. It's called BTC. It's known in health.
So
I was dealing with a lot of health data, and then the country director of BTC liked me a lot because I was a bit.
You are a smart guy.
Exactly.
You can say it.
Yeah. Okay.
You are arrogant.
Exactly. So.
Why can't you? He's a smart guy.
The guy liked me, and we did a lot of things together. I did all the data analysis for him. Then one day he told me, "You're a very enthusiastic person, and I think you'd benefit if you benefit more if you went for further studies." I told him, of course, I'm planning to do a master's here. He said, really? So he was like, okay, there's a master's in Belgium related to biostatistics. So if you can do that, I think you'll be an expert in this field.
Wow.
And want such a person.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, how can I apply? He told me, actually, it's also on a scholarship. I'm like, what? Exactly.
You were lucky you met the right person.
So he was like, okay. He gave me the details. So I just went and googled. It's called Vril. It's a Vril scholarship.
Yeah.
So this
we'll share the link, but like I told you, we'll share all the links with the scholarships opportunities. We'll share the links, so you just click on the links. Don't worry if you don't understand it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is Vril scholarship. This is a scholarship in Belgium for mostly the Flemish. In Belgium we have two sections. The
French side and the Flemish side.
Exactly.
So it's for the Flemish side.
So the Flemish, it's called Vril.
Yeah.
So in that Vril there are different scholarships, but there are specific scholarships. You don't just apply. You apply to the university for a specific course.
Yes.
And when you apply for a specific course, if you're accepted by that university, and then in one of the documents you have to sign that you're also applying for a scholarship. So what happens here is that if the university accepts your application,
that's the first crucial step.
Then you can go to the scholarship.
So if I understand it better, you first have to apply for the course
at
the
and
university
be accepted.
and be accepted.
Exactly.
So once you are accepted, the next step then is to apply for the
No.
scholarship.
Actually, you do it at the same time. Once the university accepts you, and you have ticked a box where it says with the scholarship, so they send your documents to the scholarship.
Okay.
You send them concurrently, but the prerequisite
is that the university has
so when your filling in, you have to be careful that you tick the box of with scholarship.
Scholarships, exactly.
Ah, okay.
That's if
Yeah.
you stand a chance.
That is if you stand a chance.
Yes.
And how do you know you stand a chance?
Exactly.
How you know you stand a chance that
Yeah.
you have to fulfill the requirements. First of all,
okay.
you have to have the academic credentials that allows you to apply for that specific
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
There are specific courses,
Yeah.
and these courses, like for me, I applied for biostatistics, but there are things like environmental, there are things like nutrition, there are a lot of courses. There are things like governance,
But that's
local
all
governance.
of them at Hasselt University.
No. They are different universities.
Spread all over.
Okay.
Hasselt is, if you go for biostatistics, it's in Hasselt. If you go for nutrition, it is in Ghent
Kent.
or
Leuven.
Leuven.
So for you, because I want people to understand these steps very well. So you got the link for the scholarship.
Yes.
And via the link, that's when you choose the course, and the course takes you to which university you can get that.
Yeah, they are
okay.
specific. Each course has a specific university.
No.
Okay.
I beg to differ a bit, not CC, but I think the most crucial, the first step is that you choose a university. So many universities.
Yeah.
Then there's a list of courses. And then you click on the course. Then the course, I think, will show an option if there's a scholarship or not, or if it has a possibility of scholarship or not. And I don't know, Nash. I think Echintu, one of the most important prerequisites for a scholarship, academic obligations.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to have a certain minimum of the grades points you scored.
Actually, for you to qualify for a scholarship, you have to have at least a second upper.
Yeah.
Very
An
important.
equivalent of a second upper.
So Katimawagala scholarship,
but-
second upper.
Yes.
So you
Second
know going
upper.
up minimum.
Yes. But
The
if
one
you have
who's-
a second
First,
lower, okay.
second lower.
If you have a second lower, the university can accept you,
Yeah.
but just know you never get a scholarship.
That's true.
Ah,
That's totally true.
okay. That's also clear. So if you are a level lower, so you can come on private,
On
but you
private.
don't
Yeah.
qualify
Second
for a
lower.
scholarship.
Yeah.
That's clear. Okay.
For to add on what my brother Nash says, second upper, you stand a chance for scholarship.
Yeah.
But of course, as it is, the first class,
Goes first.
Goes first.
exactly. The minimum for
okay.
scholarship is a second class
That's
upper.
the minimum.
Minimum, yes.
Ah,
And the other thing is that just know this thing is that there is no favoritism here.
No,
The government is not involved. The government of Uganda is not involved.
and
It's only
individuals are also not involved.
not involved. It is all on merit.
there's no basa terms of basa.
No, there's nothing. So no one should deceive you that you should pay money to.
Yeah.
No,
That's
this
very
is
important.
this is merit.
Merit.
So if people first class apply, just know if you're second lower, you will be on probation until that person says,
I don't take
You
it.
"I'm not
rejects
taking
that.
it." Yes.
Or
And,
yeah.
and to be very, very, very clear with this, all processes start and end in Belgium.
Yeah.
In Belgium.
Belgium.
Teba kulima
Teba-
in Uganda
Now
mwali
there's a
chigenda
go
mas.
between.
No,
Wali
no,
wa
no, no.
bayamba
The only
ke-
thing in Uganda you can do is certify your papers. That is all.
Exactly.
Once you certify your papers, that is it. Everything is done. That's why when you apply for the scholarship, they tell you to send your documents after applying, after doing everything
Verifying
online and
them.
whatever.
Yes.
You send physical documents
Suppose.
through post or DHL to the university.
Yes.
So now tebababa, I know Uganda abantu bali sharp nagamba jangu nkufunire scholarship babichi, you've gotten first hand information. There is no go between. For
No.
scholarship you apply it between you and the university. So
Exactly.
that's clear. No tebababa.
Yeah.
And as Nash says, the only role in Uganda, the only thing in Uganda that happens
Yeah.
is Okwata, if you've chosen a course or chosen the course
Yeah.
you've seen it online, you want a scholarship as well, now you have to get your papers. Ogende Makerere, you go to Makerere, they certify.
Or
papers.
Chambo, go whatever.
Ochambo,
Wherever you
university.
finish
Mukono.
from.
No limits.
Yeah.
Tetuli
University
wano
unajua
Makerere is
mali-
not no limits.
Now-
He said
Kama
Makerere
university.
because he did his things from Makerere. I also did my thing from Makerere,
But there is
so that's
Mukono,
why.
there are so many universities
Mukono,
yeah.
now. So
yes.
whichever university, if you have up a first class or first, if you qualify, you just apply.
So the
regardless.
process of certification is like this. You go back to your university, they certify that true this is from here. Then from there you go to internal affairs. You certify from there.
Yes.
After internal affairs, you go to foreign affairs. They certify.
Okay, let me cut you short. What level is that of certifying then? So you go online, do application, and then when is that level? Where is the
okay? The level is that after doing everything on the website and whatever, they'll ask you for papers.
Yeah.
But the papers you present are supposed to be certified.
Okay.
Certification means they are approved, so that the Belgian government doesn't think you came from which street is that?
Nassau Road.
It's not from Nassau Road. to remove the Nassau Road people. Yes. That's what. So that's the first step. You go back to university. You certify it. Then you go to foreign affairs.
Stamp.
Yes. No gonna move foreign affairs. No one bateka stamp. Bova foreign affairs, internal affairs. No gonna foreign affairs.
Internal affairs, then foreign affairs.
Ne bateka ko stamp. Bovao no gonna ku Belgian embassy na ko ne bateka ko stamp to acknowledge that the stamps that are from foreign affairs and internal affairs
and the university are real.
And
na bateka ko ya embassy.
Yeah. So when you take embassy waiver, that means your papers will be accepted.
Kale chale chikule nnyo. Osasula sente okusatifying ebyo ebintu oba bwerere.
That's the most expensive part.
But then mu Luzungu or in English, because we have
do it in English.
So I'll try to start in English. So summarize this. You go to online. Or you go to the Belgian embassy, Likurenzo Records. Recently when I sent bayo kubayo, nalaba ba posting olusi ba timba ne courses. Kugundi ku notice board there.
You get a lot of information.
It's on the notice board. Just go online. Ojaku sharing links is
sharing links. So this is another important information. If you go to the Belgian embassy, they always share the information about scholarships on their notice board. But I think it's because
they are very open. They are very open.
That the information is there. You can even ask. They can give you that information.
Why I'm saying this because there is a person I studied with. I told him, man, if you apply for scholarship, you can get it. He said, no man, I been to Mimanyi, you try. He applied, he got a scholarship, he came and studied because we're in the same class at the university. But because he came after me, so he was a year behind me. He couldn't believe that he got a scholarship. He got a scholarship, came and studied, and is back in Uganda now. Yeah,
because I know there are so many. I remember in the beginning, I used to send all those links to my cousins who I knew they had finished, like they had graduated. But like guys seemed not interested. But you guys, these things are real. Scholarships are there.
I totally agree.
What I know is that they are cumbersome. They take a lot of time, and they are quite also expensive because to certify all your papers, that is quite.
But it's worth it. The education is for free. You're paid. So if you can invest in the process, in the procedure of satisfying the documents and doing everything, I think at the end of the day it's worth it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I agree. And especially you study for free and you're paid.
And the other thing is that there's a guy who applied about 6 times.
That if you don't get first time, keep applying. Don't give up.
This guy applied 6 times. I know him because he came a year after me. He applies. Why I'm saying this because one of the person who registers was like, when the guy came, like, oh, so you are this person. Every year you apply. Actually, they gave him because of he was over applying. Persistence. Exactly. So it is sometimes scholarships are chances. It's not about whatever. If you are lucky, you get. If you are not lucky, you try again next time.
But of course, I still insist. You create your own luck. So if you have a first class, you're more lucky.
That's
more lucky.
That's very true.
So you cannot say, okay, if you have a first class, okay, it's true. Also, there's some luck there, but the first luck that you will possess as a person is your first class. If you have, that's your asset.
Because there are also some people who get first class and don't get them.
Exactly.
So
we shall come to that later. Also.
The thing is that when you are applying, make sure that if they ask for any small document, make sure that you have done it with full attention. any document, when they tell you a motivation letter, please don't just sit like for 1 hour and scribe some. No, sit down, look at your motivation. Even like for me, I had to look at I gave multiple people to read through my motivation.
You'd have also created a session. We tell them how to write a motivation letter. That should be in there. That should be another session,
because that's one of the most important one.
So now we will not next time. But
that's Europe time is.
Promising about okay. So what you're going to do today is part 1 about, we'll do it in different parts.
Yes.
So it's part 1, how to get a scholarship and where can you find scholarship. So we'll do part 2, how every step, how to write a motivation letter, because apparently it's the most crucial part, because they next to your
because
first class, that's the next thing
exactly.
that they look at.
If they look at all first classes,
yeah,
the next thing they look at about is
the
your
motivation.
motivation. Yeah, exactly.
Less interested.
Exactly.
This one is Isaba. Abantu baffe tubawe chronology. How it starts.
Yeah.
Go ozokuka maze makere ononyeze mirimo otambudde streets nzera bid Nasa Road notambula nogenda Rwenzori koso ononyo omulimu nozunga nogamba bintani kati nkole ki kyosookako tula wansi muina data internet yajja
Everything is
naye kyemba encouraging please temutya, don't fear Rwenzori courts no lechi for Rwenzori courts no
when you have appointment when you ask card otuka wali ku embassy ngumubulira kyoyagala
you just say I have come for information. They will allow you in and you get all the information.
Temutya, step number 1, temutya
chemwejemu okutya akatengo mukolechi, just walk to the embassy reception. Bobo, if you fear to interact with the people there, again, it's directly on the notes board or
information.
Because nabana abazungu they are on time. Babera Uganda siman bagaloje obabuze ngo olina background ichoya chobuza. So boba obusa twandikira
internet ekutawanya. Genda ku
embassy.
Get the information yourself online. Not everyone is good with internet.
Exactly.
So genda ku embassy, get the information.
Exactly.
But for various scholarships, a lot of information is on their website. A lot of information, everything, whatever you need is there.
Kati mwabayi ababera mubera ne data ne mubera ku ebintu ebitabayamba. So invest in your future, put data on your phone, use it to find information that will help you. I think internet is the internet is to be used for different things. You can use it for information that can help you, or you can use it on whatever.
Absolutely.
So,
on the net board of the Rwenzori courts at the embassy, you'll find even the websites you will not share in the links. There are maybe websites you'll overlook. The ones you'll forget.
Yeah.
But on the notes board at the embassy, you'll find even multiple scholarships. Very specific.
Kati, the process. How long does it take? So you have gotten all the documents. You have applied. How long do you wait? Because I know that the universities have different deadlines. That one I know.
I'll just do a quick summary, maybe Nash will break. So you go to the website or to the embassy, you get info, and then you go on the website, you choose a course. According to your background, to get that wakola statistics and you choose a course in what? Let me say wakola political science, and then you choose statistics.
Exactly.
You have to first identify your background, course every course defines its background. Because like for instance, my course, it's clearly stated you need some physics background, chemistry, mathematics. If you have that, so no labagondizo, then no kolachi, no tandika process of work. But before you apply, or not so much ebagala, you need this paper, this. Because I don't know if these days you upload electronic papers or you have to take all your papers to the embassy.
Both.
Yes. So more crucially, they ask you for your degree, certified degree, which also make website what they want. So you go get your degree. So before you do anything, go this course you need this and this. Then you need a certified thing of your diploma degree. So even before you start the procedure of applying, read what they want.
What they want.
Then
Don't waste your money on things.
Don't start, just read what they want. We want a certified degree of this, a certified degree of this, and the minimum for this course is second class upper. Then ogambe yano course yange. Then soma requirements. After reading requirements, close the website. Don't do anything. Don't press any button. Close the website. You start the process of getting your degree.
And certifying
foreign affairs chichi. If you feel you have it, don't invest your money if you don't feel you
stand a chance. You say
the other thing is that the certification only lasts for 6 months. After 6 months, those things are expired
so
completely.
If you certify for this year, you're not applying, and next year you're going to bid them. So it's better you certify your documents. You're going to apply.
Yes,
so katomazoko applying, then it takes how long? How long, and how do you get to know?
For real, the application opens from 1st of October until the deadline is in February. I think the 1st of February or something like that.
Every year.
Every year.
Every year.
Yes. But every year they tell you the courses that, not that all courses will be sponsored all the time, no?
Yes.
Every year there will be courses, they will say this one is out, this one is there. So you always go there and check, this year which courses are they going to.
So if you check last year, this year you have to check again.
It's a dynamic list. List chuka. Tebe rambu. You know, wechiri entandiko wechali nga Bible ekigambo tekiri chuka.
Yeah, because
list here chuka every course they can strike it off the list, or they put it back, or they even ban it for life. So like for instance, some courses even change names, like the one I did when I joined it. It was environmental sanitation, but after evaluating a lot of things, they changed the course and the structure, and they changed it. So they had struck it off the scholarship list, but then they changed it. They put a lot of additions, and they changed it to environmental technology, and it was now it's available again for scholarship. And I should say, environmental technology is one of the most crucial courses which can get you a scholarship. Environmental technology, because you know environment.
It's the most selling.
Actually, data analysis, biostatistics, No, seriously, I'm telling you. When I tell you about biostatistics, when you look at what's going on around the world, the COVID and everything, those are the people bringing you the vaccines, those are the people bringing you the drugs, those are people. So when you come, I'm just talking about my course, in the way it is. When you come to the world, it's being run by artificial intelligence. And when you talk about artificial intelligence, you cannot miss that course.
Okay, voila. So now, to summarize, I don't know if you should summarize, or if there's something where you'd like to share, because we've talked about, we will share the links where you can find the scholarships and the requirements. Then the process we've told you, like you need to certify the documents or go to the embassy, find information, and then do the application online. You don't need anyone to help you in between there. And about writing a motivation letter, let us know if you would like to know about that, and we'll make another part or episode about writing a motivation letter. But otherwise,
to summarize on
scholarship,
we basically talked about scholarships in Belgium. But it doesn't stop there. There are scholarships all over the world.
All over the world,
You can choose. If Belgium refuses, I told you scholarships is about chance. If you are lucky, you get it. If you are not lucky, you don't get it. But you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket. So if you want multiple scholarships from multiple countries, there's what we call study portal. Study portal has scholarships in different countries all over the world. It has both masters and PhD.
Cindy, I recommend you share that study portal.
The study portal, will put the link of study portal, and there you can find the scholarships all over the world.
Everywhere.
So we'll share also that link.
You go to Belgium, you're frustrated, UK,
you go to Holland,
Canada.
you go to America, Canada, so you choose whichever country. So it doesn't stop in Belgium. Scholarships are given all over the world, everywhere. Every country gives.
Yeah, that was basically for me.
Your last advice.
In conclusion, because of the nature, Nash said data analysis is the hot cake now. It's totally true. I agree.
True, yeah.
But environmental technology as well is.
Yeah.
I eventually worked at the university, and I left the university. Now I'm also in data analysis because I had a.
He came back to me.
No.
Exactly. Hey.
By nature of what I was doing at the university,
You just come back to the same thing.
I was optimizing processes, doing data analysis or something, but indeed it's there. But environmental technology is also crucial. You can get jobs even if you want to stay in Europe. Environmental technology you will get because it's a hot cake now together with data analysis, AI. That's the future. Now summarizing, please genda ku embassy, find the info, go on the websites, use your data, websites, look at the course you want. Make sure you satisfied 99 or 100% of the requirements. Go to Makere, start certifying your papers, internal affairs. Go. After that, submit your papers. Submit your papers. Nze njagala nnyo chronology because of data analysis otandikira wa. Genda ku website olabe course gy'oyagala, the course you want. Make sure that you read the requirements. When you feel that you satisfy the requirement theoretically, then tandika ukuteka mu nkola. Start practicing what you've done. Go get your degree, take it to your university of origin, certified, take it to internal affairs, from internal, foreign affairs, from foreign, Belgium. And once you have it Belgium, get DHL or UPS, put your papers in, push them.
I think to conclude, for my case, when you're applying, don't hurry. Take your time. Make sure everything. Actually, make a checklist. Make a checklist before you submit, because if you submit haphazard, just know you're not going to get anything. Once the first requirement they do is that they look, do you have all the requirements, without even checking whether you have a first. You have all the requirements.
Then if you don't have, you're out.
If you even miss one thing like this, you are out, because there are people all over the world apply for those things.
Cindy, to close, the final remark is that to make things easy, you and I and Nash will know Twitter groups, WhatsApp groups, or communities of students, former students in Ghent, in Belgium, in Europe. Could you share with them if they want more experiences? Also, could directly reach out to these students also.
There are things that
those who are interested and need more information, you need. I'm going to share my email or our email.
Exactly.
Send specific questions. What exactly do you need to know? And we will answer you. For us, we are here to give information, to help people. We are not here just. We are here. We have fun. We do everything, but we want, most importantly, that the information we give or what we talk about can help our people, can help other people. But always in Senegal, basaba mulwatu. Time. But we talked about doing a session of motivation. But I also wanted us to do another part on telling those students, in case if you come here to study, how can you stay and work in Belgium as a student?
That's it.
That's something very important. So if you come here as a student, how can you stay here and work here if you came as a student?
Cindy,
so
tumaweko katiza, sorry.
Katiza
kaliwe kati. Nash tandika. Nzendawika nakatiza kalala.
Okay.
How do you stay here?
Me, I can tell you how me myself I go to start working here. Just for your information, I work as a biostatistician at a company called Akivia, and I'm a consultant at Johnson & Johnson.
We have people here,
so
our people who are smart here doing
how I started is that once I was doing my master thesis, at the end I got a fellowship. That's the start, a fellowship. A fellowship is like internship, but at a very high level.
Paid.
So yeah, they pay you they paid actually my first salary. I nearly ran mad, but yes. But
you invested, you studied.
Yes, the thing is that the most that's not the most important thing is that the most important thing is that when I realized that when I was doing my master thesis, very many companies came bring their projects.
Yeah.
But I had a background of what I wanted because I had heard that specific organization gives fellowships. It's called European Organization of Research and Treatment of Cancer. So when they brought their project, we were about 10 people who were fighting for that project. I just knew that if I get this project, I would have a chance of getting that scholarship. Maybe if they already know me and they like my work, and in the future maybe if I apply for a fellowship, I might have an upper hand.
Yeah.
And that's how it went.
Not sorry to cut you. The moral of the story: never limit your possibilities.
Dream big. Yeah. They have big jobs here.
Actually, I have a very interesting story about how I got my thing.
No, Katiza came back and me as a person. Maybe how I got my job and my stay here, how I changed jobs. In Sochigama next time, but now the exciting news, Katiza Kengambi, Belgium has just passed a law. Belgium has just passed a law that master students, normal master you after 2 years, you have an opportunity for 1 year. You can apply for 1 year internship to get a bit of experience working in Europe for 1 year.
For 1 year. The company where you work will give you a job. Voila. So next time. We'll talk about, we'll give another part on how to write we'll do it maybe the same time. How to write a motivation letter and how to stay working in Europe if you came as an international student. How can you stay here and get a job here and work in Europe? Okay.
The other thing is we have talked about scholarships, but there's also the part is private. Now with Vril has courses. If you miss out on the scholarship,
and you have the money.
Yes, and you have the money.
Some other private session we do for private students also.
I think we will do for private students because there are parents who have asked that they want their kids to come and study here. So we'll do a private one.
Only 0.0
okay, now this should be a teaser. That there are some courses in Belgium that have been subsidized if you're from countries like Uganda or whatever. So the only thing you need to do is you pay a smaller fee, but you need to take care of your accommodation and upkeep. Yeah.
Okay. Now you say so. Next time, cut part because personally I find this very, very important information that it should reach each and everyone. You young people out there, you people who are still studying, who have finished, because there are no jobs there. If you have a chance to go and study higher, why not? We will give you all the information you need, but it will help us better if you can send in questions. I'll put the email there, specific questions, and then we will answer those ones. So for today, that has been it from us, and we hope you will enjoy our video and you will use the information. And if this information is not for you, please feel free to share it and give it to the people that it can be of use. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. And we are so close. We are vaccinated. We are fully vaccinated.
Cindy, thank you for inviting us on this TV channel. And we are happy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye. Till next time.